So quite a lot of people ask me about my record collection, about my vinyl collection, to make some content about that. There's some gems in there. It used to be pretty disorganized. I recently made it into an A to Z thing, bought some new shelves, all that kind of stuff. So I thought it might be a bit of fun. Fun. No fun, no core, no mosh, no trends. To look through a crate of 7 inches that I don't play 7 inches very much anymore. I used to collect them a lot back in the day. For whatever reason, the last 10, 15, even 20 years, maybe more, I don't buy many 7 inches. And these are like handy little crates, and I have a couple of them. So I just thought it might be interesting. And for some of you vinyl nerds, they're in no particular order. To just have a look and see what's in there. Maybe I'll make a few of these and see what interesting gems I can find that I've forgotten. Because if you do collect records, sometimes that's what happens to you. I've often done this. I've gone into a shop and gone, God damn, I need that, I don't know, Angel Witch 12-inch, Sweet Danger 12-inch. And I come home and go, oh, I already have this. Or how many copies of Strong Arm of the Law do you have? At one stage I had 3 and forgotten I'd bought 3. Oh, Biff on high. All right, let's have a look in this box of 7 inches and see what there is there, if I can manage to finagle. What is the origins of that word, finagle? What is the etymology of that? Entomology, etymology. Entomology is insects, etymology is language, right? Okay, let's have a look through this box of 7 inches. Maybe I'll make a few of these. They're in no particular order. What have we got? Gehenna. Okay, the Metal Police. It's a new Gehenna 7-inch. I actually signed them to Metal Blade for their last EP, which I thought was great, and played on a football team once with Gehenna. Take that, Rob. Yeah, the first Gehenna album was great back in the day. What was it called? With Fuck Off, I'm Drinking, or Piss Off, I'm Drinking. Not Fuck Off, but Piss Off. Slightly less aggressive. That was a great record. Manowar, live in Athens. Limited edition, your copy number 76. This is a weird 7-inch. Bought, hand-written on the vinyl. As far as I remember, it's mainly Joey DeMaio talking, and it's Hail and Kill. Bought back in maybe 96. Don't know, 97, could it be? No idea if you're a Manowar fanatic. Are there any Manowar fanatics left to the same degree as 10, 15, 20 years ago, collecting everything? Forgot that I owned that. Strange thing. What else have we got here? Witchcraft 7-inch. If crimson was your color, I think this was, I bought this when I went to see Witchcraft for 2 shows in Italy. A long time ago, maybe mid noughties, 2005 or 6. I saw them, for some reason I got a flight for like €29 with Ryanair and just went to see Witchcraft. Those first 2 Witchcraft albums I really loved. And that first Witchcraft album, when it came out, I remember buying a copy and going down to visit the guys from Morning Beloved, and we just played it that weekend over and over again. Such a good band. I kind of lost touch with them. Maybe I should need to go back and have a listen to them again. That is a clear vinyl 7-inch. I don't know if it came out properly. Oh, it's on Rise Above. It must have come out properly. What have we got here? Under the Sign of the Wolf, which is Man High and Reverend Bazaar. Split 7-inch. Reverend Bazaar, one of the greatest doom metal bands of the last 20 odd years, if not the greatest. Memory Garden. These were a good band. I do remember the singer had a bit of a lisp, which is a bit strange. Well, it's not strange to have a lisp, but it was a bit curious. This is quite old. This is 1994. They were a good band. They were doing kind of like epic, pounding heavy metal when everything else was kind of death metal. And their first EP, like CD EP, I remember was great. I am a mighty warrior. Do, 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 do. Good stuff. Memory Garden. Interesting. And you notice I didn't sing that with a lisp. Pyogenesis. God damn it. Pyogenesis, who became a sort of indie rock band. This is their 7-inch from 92, The Rise of the Unholy, The Path Below the Skull. I remember they had an EP called Ignis Creatio, which everybody really liked, which is this really odd release. It's a strange record now to listen to. It's kind of like doom death, but like epic doom death. It's still not bad. Bit dated, but I think it's 92 or 93. But yeah. When would calling Pyogenesis? Do you have the 7-inch? Destroyer 666. See you in hell. Quite a few. I have quite a few Destroyer 7-inches. This is an Invictus Productions. I worked on a couple of tours with Destroyer back in the early to mid 2000s, just doing merch. They were touring with Immortal and Malevolent Creation and stuff. And back then, I mean, they're still amazing live, but this was those first tours they did in Europe. They were electric. They were lightning in a bottle. They were one of the greatest live bands. When it all clicked, it was ferocious. It was like the back of Seven Churches had actually come to life right before your eyes. It was everything you wanted from the attack of death and black metal. Absolutely peerless at this moment. Still amazing, of course, but back then, god damn it, what a force of nature. Yeah, Destroyer. What else have we got? Ooh. Angel Corpse, Winds of Desecration with Martyr, who were a pretty good band actually. Martyr Angel Corpse split. This is from, I think, Goats to Azazel demo, the Angel Corpse demo. Great demo. Much missed band, Angel Corpse. I think they're still playing, aren't they? I'm not sure. Anyway, Angel Corpse, Winds of Desecration. Like I said, there's no order to these. I might do a couple of these. Oh, this is an interesting one. Mordor. This is a strange band, Swiss band. They were like sort of drum machine heavy industrial. Would you call it industrial? I guess it was the kind of thing that metal fans would call industrial, but wasn't really industrial. God damn it. That won't come out. It's been a long time since that was out of its. Quite nice. 7-inch. They were contemporaries of the band Sadness from Switzerland. Ahmed de Marbre, Samael, obviously. And Elastis, which is where the bass player of Samael came from, Maz. They released their first album, The Just Law, if you can find that, if you don't know it. This won't even go back in the case. This would be good if I broke this on. Mordor were actually in my fanzine. I remember they had a very cool image, very strange, dark, kind of goth image, a bit Nephilim-y, a bit Sistersy. And they were in my fanzine back in like 92, 93, and they gave one of the best interviews. I wonder what the fuck ever happened to them. I must play this. 92, 93, yeah. Okay. Oh, The Devil's Blood. The Graveyard Shuffle. Well, my friend, how are you doing? Yeah, the very first Devil's Blood 7-inch, Van Records. I mean, I remember somebody just sent me the link to, back at the time when everything was kind of exploding on Bandcamp, sent me a link to the demo on Bandcamp going, you need to listen to this, and instantly I was captivated. And yeah, this is 2008. Yeah. Well, The Devil's Blood is proud to present The Graveyard Shuffle, a waxing moon over Babylon. Anyway. Beautiful. What the fuck is that? I can't even read that. Not even sure what. Sorry if this is your band. I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. More Manowar. Blow Your Speaker 7-inch. I bought this in 1987. I went to Virgin Megastore with my grandfather, and because I'd seen the video on Sky Monsters of Rock, or maybe even MTV, because they had MTV, and I loved the song, and I wanted this 7-inch, and I hassled my poor grandfather for £2 to buy it in 1987. He who refuses to take part in modern mediocrity will forever stand alone, an outcast. He is the bringer of change, changes that instill fear in all those who go with fashion's flow. Their power comes from others, not from within. They are false. Woe unto them, for the bringers of change have banded together. The time is now. We cannot be stopped. We are riding up, riding hard on the will of the people. The battle rages. Choose your side. Death to false metal. I'm still on your side, Joey. I'm still on your side. Amazing Ken Kelly artwork. You know, the greatest song that Kiss never made. Blow your speakers. What have we got here? Raven Cult. Ah, cool. Awesome band from Greece. Thou Art Lord. Thou Art Lord's first demo. The Era of Satan Rising, one of the most classic demos from '93. Raven Cult, band who should have got more attention. Brilliant, ripping black thrash from Greece. What is this? Oh, Dolch. Awesome band, Dolch. Really, really captivating. Beautiful vinyls from the Awesome Van Records. Oh, I need to fix that pile before it falls over. Rome. What else have we got? AC/DC, Whole Lot of Rosie, given to me by my uncle sometime when I was about 9 or 10. He gave me all his 7 inches and cassettes. Maybe I was even 8. 1983, 84, something like this. He got into New Romantic and he gave me all his embarrassing 7 inches and records. Thank you, Mark. And this was one that I used to jump around the front room to. Whole Lot of Rosie. Ooh, Belial. The Gods of the Pit. Great, great Finnish band. In darkness my soul shall render free. Belial were contemporaries of, I think the bass player and guitar player were in Pal Nazarene after this. Contemporaries of Beherit. This first 7-inch 93 Moribund Records, yeah. Go and seek them out. The first EP is on, what the fuck is this label from Austria that disappeared? Cannot remember. Anyway, Belial. Great band. What have we got here? Judas Priest, Touch of Evil. Not that exciting. Oh, Fallout. Pete Steele's band from 1981. Fucking hell. It's like electronic post-wave, post-punk stuff. For some reason, never been re-released and, you know, to make money off. This is not the original. It's several bootleg editions after that, but still, I've never seen anybody with it. It's rock hard and batteries not included. Try and find it online to listen to. It's got Pete on bass and vocals, Josh Silver, John Campos, guitar vocals, Louis Beto. I mean, this is like the OG of Typo. And you can hear his voice in it. It's a really, really, it's kind of quirky, kind of, you know, keyboardy. Do, 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 do. She was rock hard. But you can see the nuclear obsession. Try and find it. What have we got here? More Destroyer. This is King of Kings, Call of the Wild. Rough as Guts. Awesome artwork as well. Awakening. What the fuck is this? Dutch Doom Death. Adipocere Records, 1992. No idea where that came from. I must have bought it back then in a trade or something. I guess it must be Doom Death. Who knows? If you're a big Awakening fan. Oh, here we go. Ancient Rites, Evil Prevails. Yeah, this is Walter. Rest in power, Walter, huh? My old friend Gunther Primordial did some tours early 2000s with Ancient Rites. Fallen Angel Records, 92. I mean, look, anybody who knows the old underground knows Ancient Rites were everywhere back in 1991, 92. Everyone used to write with Gunther. Gunther used to write with everybody. An absolute legend. Legend. And this is a legendary 7-inch. Yeah, indeed. Whoa. Rotting Christ. Sound Pollution. This is Rotting Christ's first ever 7-inch when they, The Other Side of Life, when they were grindcore, I guess. 1988. TNT presents The Other Side of Life. You know, there's the proper Rotting Christ logo. This is the original 7-inch, I think. It's 1988, maybe. So Sakis and Themis must have been like 13 and 15 or something. Um, yeah, it's just maybe 8, 9 months before Satana Stadium demo. Anyway, yeah. Razor of Occam. This is a very cool 7-inch killer Aussie black thrash band from the same stock as Vomiter, as Destroyer, as Gospel of the Horns, Tyranny of the Gods, Ascent of Man. Yeah, brilliant 7-inch. Try and find it, or try and find something out about him. What else have we got? Zamil, more Aussie stuff. Great band, super melodic. You know, that sort of old school melodic. I guess it's Greek Australian style, somewhere between. Speaking of Vomiter, Occult Burial, cool band from Canada. More Rome. I mean, you know, it's. Now, let's get on with this. W.A.S.P, 95 Nasty. Now, there's a cover, huh? 95 Nasty, Easy Living, Uriah Heep cover on the B-side. I'm sure I bought this for like 50p or something back in the day. I mean, what's not to like about that? 95 Nasty. It's interesting. I still, you know, Inside the Electric Circus is a great record, but you can see they were kind of trying to dumb it down a little bit, trying to maybe follow the cruise and stuff out of the gate, and that sort of hard-edged stuff of the first album has been sort of diluted a bit, but still a great record. And I mean, listen, you could listen to Blackie sing The Phone Book, Sweet Cheetah, etc. Interesting looking. Welcome to the Electric Circus, Dublin, October the 27th, SFX. Wow. 28th, Belfast, Ulster Hall, Edinburgh, Newcastle. All the days in England. Malmo, Offenbach, Hanover, Turin, Milan, Naples. Oof, big tour, big tour. There we go. What is this? Plagued. This is a 7-inch I made with Mick, who used to be in Primordial until this year. This is me and him, literally on a 4-track, my riffs. 2007 Einheit production. Something of a collector's item, I guess, if you collect things that I do. One song, Fire Still Burns. It's sort of like primitive, epic black metal. And I have that tattooed on my inner upper arm. It's a phoenix ripping apart a crucifix. Or, as my friend says, a turkey on a plate of chips, whichever you want. What have we got? Oh, Beheret, Messe de Mort. 1993 Necropolis Records. This is an unusual one. I remember being a bit disappointed because it appeared to have a drum machine. Seventh Blasphemy, Messe de Mort, Beheret, Satanic Chaos. Long time since I played that. But there you go. Necropolis Records had some killer stuff at the beginning. Archgoat. Don't know what that is. What have we got here? Holocaust, Smoke and Valves. Cool. Holocaust from Edinburgh or Glasgow. One of the few Scottish New Wave British heavy bands to make something. Their first, I think they changed their name because, well, obviously Holocaust wasn't going to, you know, they're not going to be the next Def Leppard being called Holocaust. What's their big famous hit? I'm thinking of Making Metal, but that's Trespass. Oh, Making Metal. Answers underneath. What have we got here? We've got a broken copy of Impel Nazarene, Satanic Mazo Whore, which came from Osmos Broken. I got another copy of it, and so I made a little, I don't know, what would you call that? Oh, there you go, you can see it. Broken version of, I'm sure the other one's in here somewhere. Running Christ, Dawn of the Iconoclast. This one sounds fucking crazy. This is 91. Decapitated Records. Looks cool as fuck. I think it's got one song that never appeared on anything, Vicious Joy and Black Delight, which sounds like a cool song, but the recording is from a rehearsal or something. Zach has told me that the master tape was lost and Decapitated just pressed it from a rehearsal. It sounds like it. It's fucking brutal. Morning Beloved, Lunar Gate. Split 7-inch. Bit hard to see. What have we got here? Crypt Sermon. Cool Doom from the USA. Now that's quite nice. Judas Priest, Don't Go. Solar Angels. Why you would put Don't Go as the single? One of the worst Judas Priest songs I think ever. Solar Lovers, great track. This is him from Head Now to the High. What fucking record is that? You know the record. I'll think about it in a minute. Treblinka, Severe Abomination. It's the original one. That is before Tiamat. Or Tiamat. Before Sumerian Cry, they did 2 or 3 demos as earwigs in your veins. Kind of weird blues kind of song. Yeah, that's a cult classic right there. What have we got? More Angel Corpse. God damn it, I seem to have like a ton of Angel Corpse 7-inches. Wolflust, maybe the classic Angel Corpse song. No, One Tail, One Head. Terror Tour. How you doing, Bjorn? Yeah, great stuff. Killer Live. And they just decided to quit when they quit. I mean, a lot of honor in that, rather than just dragging it on. Bathium. That's strange stuff. It's kind of in the vein of Acheron and stuff like that. Thrash Records, France. Thrash Records from France. They released the first sentence, Shadows of the Past, if I'm not mistaken. What the fuck is that? Oh, Damnation. 1994. This is Peter Stjarnevin's band. I think, is Richard from Dismember on there as well? Hard to know. Oh, the first Immortal 7-inch. Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. Listenable Records. This is a classic. Absolutely killer. Very, very cold, epic, evil stuff. Drummer doesn't want to play the game, does he? He's just like, hey, I've got a mullet and sunglasses on. Fucking leave me out of this corpse paint stuff. Yeah. Cool. And that first Immortal album is a much overlooked classic. The Right Speed as well. Candlemas. What is this? Nimbus, rock and roll, from that weird period in the 90s and early 2000s where Candlemas were, I think, making some great music and no one really cared. From the 13th Sun is a brilliant record. Dactylus Glomera has some good bits. Leaf just doing his own thing, and there's some really cool stuff on that. Speaking of Candlemas, Samaritan 7-inch. One day I saw a man. Yeah, no idea where I picked that up. I mean, look, who wouldn't? It's Candlemas, right? Yexthot, one of my favorite bands who just seemed to sort of disappeared. I saw them live in Finland. Brilliant. I remember trying to talk to them, the band, after the gig. And they were outside someplace smoking, and I was like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. They got a bottle of whiskey in one hand, and it was a bit wide-eyed, and they just took a look at me and went, and just disappeared. Wise move, Jex thought. Brilliant, great, fucking killer vocals. I saw her singing for Sabbath Assembly as well. Brilliant, just really kind of kaleidoscopic 70s vibing doom. Oh, there's a Pagan Altar. Yexthot split, Pagan Altar. How amazing. This is cool. Forgot I had this. This is Sounds on a magazine from the UK. This is Motorhead. It's The Stupids. Wow, The Stupids meet Jesus. Worth remembering them. Celtic Frost, Visual Aggression. But the killer here is Creator, After the Attack, which is a track that's only on the Pleasure to Kill picture disc. It's probably on one of those Doomsday Newses as well, trying to focus on that for you. After the Attack is one of my favorite Creator songs. It should be on Flag of Hate, I guess. What is this? Rotting Christ box set thing. But this is a sweet record. Running Christ, Monumentum, split 7-inch, 92, I guess, Obscure Plasma Records. Monumentum in absentia Christi, or what was it? Mosaium Hermeticum, one of the greatest demos of this whole period. Annoyingly, it's one of those 7 inches, but this is one of the most seminal 7 inches, I think, of the whole that whole early 90s scene at the time. Look at that, and I do have that shirt somewhere. Yeah, it's the Monumentum. It was re-released as a kind of a picture 12-inch a couple of years later, but that is one of those seminal 7 inches. What else have we got? Iron Maiden, the Soundhouse tapes. No, not an original one. I have no idea. I bought it a long time ago. Iron Maiden, Invasion and Prowler. Sounds great. Obviously, it can't be anything from the 80s, but I have no idea where it came from. It's probably pretty old. That's the Iron Maiden demo before the first album. Classic stuff. Always bugged me the way they put Invaders at the start of Number of the Beast. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you put the song Number of the Beast first? The most woe to you. The most famous intro in heavy metal of all time should start off your greatest album you've ever made, arguably. Rather than... Don't get me wrong, good song, but... What else have we got? Judas Priest, The Ripper, Gull Records, Victim of Changes. That's a 7-inch, isn't it? Imagine dropping those two songs. Hey, we just made an album. Can you pick these two as a single? Fucking hell. Halfway through, and then I'm going to stop. And then we can do a part 2. Oh, here's a seminal 7-inch. Impel Nazarene, Goat Perversion. The first, I think, Impel Nazarene 7-inch. Osmos Productions. 90, what is it, 91, 92, possibly. Yeah, okay. Look at this. The censored flyer of Impel Nazarene, which, oddly enough, has the typed letter or interview for my fanzine from 92 from Mika. I didn't realize that was in there. I used to put lots of things in my old vinyls. I've lost a lot of letters and a lot of fanzines, but that's the typed response from him. Answer number 10. Fenris of Dorkthrone can suck my dick. Yep. Anyway, there you go. That, my friends, will end part 1 of looking through the 7-inch box. Let's do a few more of those. Until next time, Nanu Nanu, Planet Satan, over and out.